Episode 2, Far From Home, premiered last Thursday night on CBS All Access, and all I have to say is wow! Discovery crashes, Stamets bleeds out, Giorgio fights. Let's discuss it. Spoilers ahead. If you have not watched this week's episode, don't watch the rest of my video if you don't want spoilers. Last episode, we saw Michael Burnham crash into a planet and a ship, meet Cleveland Booker, get drugged, get goofy, and then restart Hope in the Galaxy. This episode is Discovery's turn. They come out of the temporal wormhole. There's a bunch of tech and trick babble. They crash through and on to a planetoid. Detmar, that's the Helms lady, gets hurt. She goes hurtling over a console. Saru does a beautiful speech about how they know they got to run into Michael, but they got to fix the Discovery first. Let's go out there and do it. They all start doing it. But one thing we notice, this planet's not the same one that Michael crashed on, so not a quick reunion in this episode. Discovery's broken, but wait, a nearby colony has what they need, exactly what they need. And ice is covering the Discovery as it sinks into the planet. Alright, so Stamets is brought out of the coma, which he was put in at the end of Season 2. He then escapes sickbay to go fix the ship. Detmar goes to sickbay, is told by Dr. Pollard she's all good, but Dr. Culber gives her a weird look as they pass in the hallway. A little foreshadowing. Saru and Giorgio banter, I don't know, a half dozen times in the episode. While Stamets runs off to fix the ship, he runs into Jet. Jet and Paul go off to fix the ship and have their banter. Saru and Giorgio banter more. Tilly and Saru decide to leave the ship to go to that colony. They find a hooded figure. They follow the hooded figure. And then they're beamed into a Western-style saloon, including little double doors. I don't know. Anyway, guns are drawn. Saru explains they're Starfleet. They're here to help. Everybody's like, Starfleet's not around. And then one of the characters named Zal believes it's still out there, still happy to see them, knew they'd be coming, and is willing to help if they have some dilithium. Which, of course, Saru and Tilly have. Not on them, back of the ship. So, they trade the dilithium for repairs for the ship that they need, which takes about 10 minutes using programmable matter, which, of course, Tilly and Saru have never seen. But wait, there's a hitch. The miners are being bullied by a courier named Zarel. Zarel arrives, including cowboy boots, bullies Zal. Zal talks back. Zarheel shoots Zal. Zal is dead. Tilly and Saru are now captured. Tilly and Saru negotiate. Tilly is going to be sent back to Discovery to pick up the dilithium for Zarheel. But wait, now we find out that the ice is not just ice, it's parasitic ice, which is worse at night. Guess what? It's almost night. Giorgio arrives. Giorgio banters. More baddies are coming. Giorgio fights. Saru spikes Zarheel. Federation wins. Everybody in the colony is happy. Stamets, back on the Discovery, is fixing the ship by crawling through the Jeffries tubes and bleeding out and finding the parallel cable, it looks like it, that needs to be repaired to fix the ship. Zarheel is still alive. Saru convinces Giorgio, to allow the miners to decide what to do with him. They decide to send him out in the night to fend for himself. And then Tilly and Saru get their first technology from 3188, or is it, for a personal transporter. They go back to Discovery. Discovery is fixed, but Discovery can't take off. Detmar, still acting funny. Parasitic ice is fighting back, so the ship is going kind of silly looking. The other ship is now coming. More baddies, they think. Nothing is up to strength yet. A tractor beam locks onto Discovery. Shields are now ready. Phasers are now ready. Communications are now ready. Incoming hailing frequency. What does Saru do? Saru answers the phone, answers hailing frequency, and of course, it's Michael Burnham saving the day. So that's the recap of Far From Home. Now let's talk about it. Well, the Western miners were a little odd to me. Seemed out of place in 3189, we find out, thanks to Michael being a year after she's come around, by the way. The banter between Saru and Giorgio and Stamets and Jet and just about everybody she runs into is fantastic. I really did like it. I thought it was good writing. I thought the characters were really good, especially those characters. Zal actually was a good character. I thought he was optimistic and happy and was played very well. Of course, now he's dead. I think that's a loss for the show. He could have been a good kind of recurring character, I thought. Zarheel is a bad guy. He seemed kind of flat to me, but hey, he was an ends to a means, so that Saru and Tilly would learn about what's going on and the programmable matter and the time frame they're in and what's going on with Starfleet and the Federation and the burn. Oh well, the crash of Discovery, well, it doesn't quite reach the Voyager Enterprise D kind of crash, but it's not bad. And we're left with questions. Detmore, what is wrong with her? Is it PTSD or something else? I'm thinking control. Back in season 2, she's got that little implant. I don't know. So again, what we're left with is Discovery is obviously here to provide hope back to the galaxy, very Andromeda-like. I'm still thinking that's where the season is going, but this is only episode 2. We got, 11 more to go. So hopefully it's going to prove me wrong and it's going to go in a different direction. Hopefully it continues to be good, though. We got 11 more. Let's see what's happening next week. Well, a couple of days from now. They're going to go to Earth. This is like the first time we've been back to Earth. Well, I don't think we've ever been to Earth in Discovery. Oh, no, that's not true. We've been to Earth in Discovery, but we didn't see it very well. So let's see what's going on now on Earth in 3189. So far, somebody asked me what I thought of the season. I'm going to give the season after 2 episodes a B+. It's early, but it's still good. I've enjoyed it. I thought there was some great stuff in episode 1, some great stuff in episode 2. Let's hope there's great stuff in episode 3, and let's hope it continues to have great stuff in the upcoming episodes. So anyway, thank you all for joining me today. Again, if you like my channel, hit subscribe, hit the little bell icon so you get little notifications when my stuff comes in. And as always, live long and prosper.